Seattle is, there's never any downtime when it comes to sports. The All-Star break has traditionally been kind of a slow sports week in this business, but not this time around.
No.
The football talk is heating up. We had Seahawks tight end and special teams captain Brady Russell on our show yesterday, and you can tell he is ready to start this season.
Yeah, and understandably so. I mean, he's going into his 4th NFL season, and he's shown how valuable he is on special teams. Brady had high praise for his special teams coach, Jay Harbaugh.
Absolutely love that man. He's a great coach. He has a great scheme and an even better dude. Like, he's fun to talk to. Like, I'm in his room all the time, meeting with him, picking his brain, him picking mine, because he understands and respects the fact that we're playing too, and he'll ask us questions about what something actually feels like or want our opinion too. So there's a respect level that comes from him too, which is really, really cool.
Yeah, Brady led the team in tackles last year on special teams. I mean, he really, he led that thing with so much verve. And it's just really fun to see some guy who takes it with, such honor. He really believes that that's, the most important part of, one of the most important part of the teams. And I can't agree more.
Yeah, when you talk to guys that are on special teams, especially the captain there.
They're a special breed.
Oh, my gosh, yeah, they are all into special teams. Back in the day, special teams used to mean almost a day off for the other players playing other every down positions. And they'd say, oh, it's special teams practice this afternoon. We could just kick it. That's not the case. I mean, these guys take this very serious, and it gets more and more important every season.
And the guys really aren't taking time off for special teams days, because you have some of your starters. You've got Julian Love is a great special teams player, but he's also your starting safety. I mean, you have a lot of these starting players who are really really pivotal to that special teams. I mean, even on the receiving end, you have Rashid Shaheed. He made his money basically on special teams last year, but he's going to be a regular receiver for the core as well.
Yeah, huge, and a great point there. Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald worked with Jay Harbaugh at Michigan, didn't waste any time bringing him to Seattle when Mike got the head coaching job. McDonald, by the way, played in the American Century Celebrity Golf Tournament last weekend, and I would be remiss to say that, he finished in the top half of the field, Ariel. This coach has some game out there. He's kind of hiding it a little bit.
I'm not surprised, though. I mean,
right.
First of all, you look at him, he's jacked. He's definitely keeping in shape. He's my age, so he's got plenty of years left on the tires. But guys love golfing. It's a great way to spend your off time. It's a great way to spend some relaxation time. You can take your mind away from the X's and O's of football. I'm not surprised at all. I actually talked to him last year, and he said he got in the batting cage with the Mariners with all the guys, and he said he was taking some hacks there and looked pretty good there too.
Yeah, good athlete. Well, one thing Mike talked about last season was kind of finding that work-life balance, like you were just talking about. Something he admittedly didn't do in his first season as head coach of the Seahawks. But now that he has a 1.5-year-old son and a daughter on the way in December, he is trying to be better at finding that balance, and he wants his coaches and players to make sure they do the same.
Yeah, it's important, right? No matter what you do in life. Eric Kennedy, he's the director of equipment. He's clearly had success finding that balance. The Seahawks director of equipment, as I mentioned, going into his 38th season with the team. He started as a ball boy at the age of 15, and he says getting ready for training camp is one of the busiest times of the year, as you could imagine. EK joined us on the show yesterday. He says there's some things that the players go through pretty fast.
We go through a ton of football. So last year we practiced outside later in the season. I'm gonna start with that, and I bet we probably went through 650 footballs from game day to practice to everything. Just because the weather, when you go outside in that rain, it's a process and a prep. Guys get particular to what they like to wear, and we actually have a set for practice and a set for home games and a set for road games, and whether it be whatever color uniform we're wearing or whatever it is. And I've got an amazing group of staff that kind of handle all those things, that do a great job.
It's funny to listen to Eric talk about the fact that footballs, of course, I was amazed at the number of footballs they go through, but he also said socks is the biggest thing when they go through the players, and gloves as well. They guys like JSN rifle through gloves during just one game. So it was interesting to hear his take on the fact that socks are the most popular go-to item when it comes to replenishing things in that Seahawks equipment room. All right, the NFL likes to do everything up big, including the schedule release. That used to come before the draft in April, and now they've kind of pushed it back this year. They waited until May 14th, and as usual, they built a show around it, the big schedule release show. And according to strength of schedule stats, the Cleveland Browns have the weakest strength of schedule there, and the Chicago Bears have the toughest schedule. Seahawks are somewhere in the middle. The Hawks have 7 nationally televised games, so let's take a quick look and review this schedule. The Patriots come to Lumen Field Wednesday, September 9th, as the Seahawks and Pats will open the season, followed by road games against the Cardinals and Commanders. Then it's home for the Chargers and 49ers.
The Seahawks face 2 straight opponents in the AFC West. They play in Denver for a Thursday night game, followed by a home game against the Chiefs. And the Bears and Cardinals come to town in November. Then it's off to Vegas to face Clint Kubiak and the Raiders before the bye week.
Yeah, the bye week is late. Players like that for sure. After the bye, the Seahawks take on the 49ers at Levi's Stadium. Then it's 3 straight NFC East opponents. Home against the Cowboys and the Giants. And then they're on the road at Philadelphia, which is a Saturday game. They play 2 of their last 3 games against the Rams, with a game at Carolina sandwiched in between. So, how many games will the Seahawks win this season? Some of the experts have them winning somewhere between 7 and 12 games. Last year, I had them winning 13, and they ended up winning 14. I have the Hawks going 12-5 this year.
Yeah, and I know it's boring just to agree, but I put the same prediction out on May 14th when the schedule was announced. And the losses, I believe they come against the Broncos, the Bears, the Niners on the road, the Eagles, and then the Rams on the road. But I do have them starting out 5-0 before that loss on Thursday Night Football in Denver.
Yeah. That's, just so you know, we don't compare notes on this show. That's interesting. It's like a game show. You just put the big reveal up there. I'm like, hey, that was pretty close. Those games you had them losing are kind of right in my wheelhouse as well. So that game in Denver on Thursday night, I think is going to be tough too. So.
I think it's going to be a tough one also. I mean, playing at Mile High is really difficult as it is, but also on that Thursday Night Football is always a challenge for teams. And the Broncos are better since the last time they played them. So I think that's going to be a really tough game. Probably their first loss. I think so. I'm putting it at 12-5, just kind of looking at that. I imagine it's going to happen the same way yours did last year, where you're going to add 1 or 2 wins. Probably, I would project they finish 12-5 or higher, not lower. But that's kind of where I'm at.
That's bold. It's optimistic. I like that.